Yeah. But I come to find that, sometimes we're afraid to ask for help anyway. And
Hmm.
most people are actually willing to give a little extra help. And so
Totally.
it,
Yeah, totally. Hmm.
you kind of make a relationship, a rapport, a building off of helping each other once you have that. And so,
Yeah, yeah. And by going to somebody and saying, I need help, you're actually displaying vulnerability. And
right,
vulnerability is the basis for genuine connection with another person. I
right,
mean, you and I can go to football games and cheer for the same team
right,
and never be vulnerable to each other.
right.
So we've got a connection, but it's not a deep connection, right?
Yeah, right,
It doesn't mean you're going to be there when I need help in the middle of the night,
right. That's true. That's true.
right?
And that's a bummer because I love football. I mean, now that tells me that explains a lot between me and my dad going to football games versus my mom and I.
But
Anyway,
if you go to football games and you're willing to be vulnerable, well, okay, that's different, right?
okay,
But I guess
okay,
that's my point is you got to be willing to be at least a little vulnerable. Now
right,
at work, there's politics. There's often people who are trying to gain some advantage over you. So
right,
being vulnerable isn't always the best idea. You got to be careful who you're choosing to be vulnerable to. Yes. But
right.
anyway, I just want to acknowledge there is some risk,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
but you've got to build good working relationships with people who have the ability to determine how many resources you get
Yeah,
to
that's right.
spend on making your organization cyber resilient. They have to trust you. You
Yeah.
know, most of these people who make decisions about that, the chief legal officer, the chief financial officer, they don't know what the hell you do.
Hmm.
They're not betting on that on a knowledge or an understanding of what you do. They're betting on you as a person, as a professional.
Right.
So that's really what most of their yes or no is going to depend on.
Okay. Okay, great. Ah, that's awesome. I love it. And by the way, sharing a copy of your book, I want to say, what else? Like I know you do this book. I've seen you in conferences. You are a busy man. So what else, maybe don't give us everything that you can't give. I know Apple security is a real thing. But what's up? I mean, is there something that you could share with us that you got, planned for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have the second edition of my book is
Right.
in final editing right now. It's going to come out in March. I just finished recording a new uh, course for LinkedIn Learning. It's about
Okay.
active defense, and
Okay.
that's going to be released probably in April. So that's coming. Now, I've got 9 other courses up there right now, so there's already
Great.
plenty of content. We're redoing our Udemy course on implementing the NIST Cybersecurity Framework version 2.
Okay.
I just finished recording my videos, and the video editor is working on getting them to be just right so that people will watch them without getting bored.
Right. That's
So our new Udemy course is probably going to come out sometime in March.
okay.
Um, and then it's almost time for the spring conference series of Secure World. So I'll be in Boston in the middle of March. I'll be in Philadelphia in April, Chicago in May, and then of course in the fall I'll be in New York and here in Seattle. And then other members of my team will be going and teaching in other cities. There's 14 cities altogether for Secure World that we cover every year.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to make that on my list of places to go. That's awesome. Are you going to FutureCon? Are you gonna be here May 15th?
I don't have FutureCon on my roadmap,
Okay.
so I can't guarantee that I'll do it. I I do have a lot of commitments, so I've got to be really careful about, how many I agree to.
Commit to. Yeah, I mean, by the way, it does sound like you have a very busy schedule, which is one of the reasons why when you said you'd join us, I was so excited. I really appreciate that. Anything last that you want to share with everybody?
Uh, oh, I suppose I could mention my podcast.
Hey, hey, all right. This
You,
is
Tony's got a podcast. Kip's got a podcast,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
Yeah.
And we're gonna hear question 4 on your podcast. Okay, answer
Okay.
4. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just hang on to it till then.
Okay. Thank you very much, by the way,
Yeah.
for
You're
having me.
welcome.
Um,
Happy to do
re
it.
really appreciate it. And audience, Kip, one of the greatest guys that's helping us out get through all these tough
Thank
things.
you.
So thank you very much, Kip. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye bye.